Hello everybody, welcome back to Legend of Mana. I kinda ran around like an idiot in order to hatch our eggs, so let's see what we got. Naturally we got a rabbite. I mean, why wouldn't your first pet be a rabbite? Unfortunately, the auto name for pets is kind of uninspired, so I'm gonna go, well, I wanted to go with a name of someone who was pestering me to use a rabbite throughout the entire game. And I actually had a clever idea, but, Yes, voice OP. Good job, me. I can't do voice a rabbite. Oh well. You'll just be a rabbite. You don't have an identity. You are hive mind of beast. So welcome to the team, Rabbite. You're gonna be our little buddy for the next few adventures. I'll be sure to get more pets, but for now I think Rabbite will suffice. Now today's adventure is gonna be kinda... well, I'm not too impressed with it. There we go. Got a fair bit of supplies, but let's see what the stone eye is all about. I mean, who makes an eyeball out of stone? Congratulations, Domina, you are now lakeside property. Let's see what this lake is all about. Now, as much as I like the area, this quest is admittedly kinda... eh. What's the password? I don't know what a password is. I have sticks for hair. Now this chapter is interesting because it sets like a precedent for another story, but it's also, well, kinda doesn't really go anywhere. At least we get to see new enemies. We're fighting a radish. Radishes are actually really annoying because if they scream at you, enjoy being confused. And unlike other video games, confusion is actually really frustrating in this game because you never know where you're going. On the note of pets, however, Rabbite has all the attacks a basic Rabbite has. It really doesn't have anything special. It's a rabbit. We do have the ability Somersault, though. Somersault's an okay ability, but I like it because it leads into another, better ability. And I went into a crevice that is totally unnecessary. I have fond memories of this level. Like, this is one of the first levels that made me think, oh man, this game is pretty awesome. The level looks good, the music is fantastic, the enemies are very familiar, which is kind of a plus for people that like the old games. Unfortunately, you don't go here much, which is kind of a missed opportunity. Look at that rabbite go, doing no damage. Poor little guy. Ooh, we got a new special technique. One thing I like about this game is that the special techniques have all really neat naming conventions. Like, you would expect Drunken Monkey to be a fist technique, but nah, it's just this thing. You just do 3 somersaults and then beat the shit out of someone. Now, you just saw it happen to the rabbit, but the, what's it called, jellyfish in this area, well, the jellyfish genus overall, is pretty troublesome. Mainly because they could stun you on a whim. That's not fun at all. Some neat looking statues. Whoever must be making these is a really good artist. Unfortunately, this is a dead end, and I really have no idea why I came here. But we do get to see another enemy. The flying thing in the back is generally benign. It doesn't have much in terms of anything. But I guess it lets me show off this ability. Yeah, that's it. Just an uppercut into smacking him in the ground. Kind of shame, really, because a lot of weapons have other cool-looking abilities. The nunchucks don't seem to have much. Well, I suppose you really can't do much with nunchucks anyways. As I mentioned before, the nunchuck also has the slight problem of having absolutely no Y-axis whatsoever, and in today's video, we'll see that to full effect. Because the other weapons have really good stuff. The one-handed weapons have speed. Two-handed weapons, the staff and the spear, have range. The arrow is pretty much, the bow and arrow is pretty much the safest weapon in the game. Gloves and daggers have surprisingly more Y-axis than the nunchucks, and they can keep a person locked down and stunned. The nunchucks don't seem to have much going for them. I mean, I would say they have a higher stun rate, but... Ah yeah, I almost forgot to realize we got that iron pot from Niccolo, like the first episode in the game. It's actually armor. Whoops. Now I'm gonna run around with a pot on my head. Aw. Who flips a turtle over? I don't know how this is working, but alright. Hello. Oh, those pirates are jerks. Now we see the true premise of this level. It allows us to see fairies, which seems like kind of a really benign thing to have, but this becomes kind of important in later quests. But the main premise of the story is that there seems to be a misunderstanding. The pirates are looking for a treasure, and the fairies don't like that. They're using an artifact to stop these guys from killing their master, but the pirates aren't trying to kill their master. They're just, you know, looking for stuff. I'm just beating up the local flora. Or fauna. Wouldn't I be more of a threat to the environment than the pirates? I mean, they're just doing archaeology. I'm committing genocide. Squid population is going to be very reduced because of me. Eventually. Yeah, one of the big problems of this area is that the encounter rate is really high. While I'm not complaining from a gameplay perspective, I think they were just trying to pad out the rather short story of this area. Yeah, you have like 12 dudes petrified and now you decide to retreat? You're a dick. I get the joke. So our pirate seems to have confidence issues. He's a pirate that doesn't want to say kill. What's wrong with you? And retreat to the ship or I'll kill you all. Yeah, penguin pirates are kinda stupid. I mean, look at this guy. He got petrified while running away. Why did I come here? That's a good question, Fairy. I'm looking for stuff, okay? An interesting thing to note is that I mentioned before in the pet portion of the LP that pets are surprisingly hard to level, which means this Rabbite, while being really charming and a great pet overall, is kinda worthless. And the fight's barely started and he's dead. He does no damage, and he doesn't even have a stun. It's really hard to level pets in this game, mainly because you have to leave them at home to be powerful at all. So you wind up just thinking, why would I even bring a pet? I'll just leave them at home. If you do get a pet though, they become a really interesting asset. Also, we got a new item from the Chobin Hood, the Elder Bow. I mentioned before while running through Domina that if you equip weapons, you can't use other STs. So we're gonna play with this bow for a bit and see how it works out in terms of gameplay. Man, those pirates are kind of sucked. The arrow is... I mentioned before that the arrow is the safest weapon in the game. It has infinite range, and you can pretty much aim from far away and not have to worry about being hit. The problem is that it's really fucking boring, and its heavy attacks are really bad. The heavy attacks for the bow and arrow involve that, which is kind of weird. It has the jumping attack, it has the uppercut, but its basic attack is a shot in the foot, which doesn't do anything. How did you die? The heck wasn't even near you. That's why you're a starter enemy, Rabbite. You take so much damage and then die. I've actually done an entire playthrough with the bow. It really is the safest weapon in the game. Yeah, the penguins started this, and you're their captain, so eat shit. So yeah, we're not gonna use the bow. Even though the flail does have its issues, it's more aggressive and fun to play than the bow. I wouldn't say worth risking my life for, but I like adventure. So fuck it. How do you jump like that, turtle? Wouldn't that break your back? Turtle, I think you have brain problems because these aren't humans, they're penguins. I don't know why we're surprised. Beating up giant monsters is kind of our thing. That's a lie, by the way. The monster is not that big. So the turtle teaches us lesson 101 on how to motivate pirates. Just throw their captain away. That turtle has sage-like advice. Well, since the name of the quest was called the Gorgon Eye, who's surprised to say that we're fighting a Gorgon? This boss is tough for all the wrong reasons, mainly because I came here way too early. I'm still using bronze gear. He has roughly 3.5 HP bars, and one of my STs only took out about 1/8 of it. Also, every single time he teleports, he has auto guard, so you gotta time your attacks just right. And he also has confused, so that gets frustrating. Here's his trademark attack, though. He has Petrify Beam, and our rabbi is dying. By the way, Petrify is actually pretty powerful in this game. It's not instant death like in traditional RPGs, but it locks you up and has a poison effect, so you lose a lot of HP in the process. Like my rabbite, he lost about 30% health from getting petrified. Also, I totally missed my ST, but we got a stun, so we can just wail on him. Between my nunchucks and the rabbite's ability to stun people, we got a pretty good lockdown going. Now this was dumb of me. I tried to hit confirm into an ST, but that didn't work. It's time to get hit by this. Pretty big area, but that's an easy attack to dodge. I just poorly timed it. This boss pretty much proves that if you're really good at chaining heavy attacks, you could get a beatdown going and easily charge up your ST meter. And look at this. We beat him up so hard he had to force an attack to get out of it. attack was kind of cool. I like that attack. It doesn't do much damage, but it looks pretty cool. I wish they'd do it more often. Uh-oh. Nap time. Go get him, Rabbite. You can do it. I believe in you. Dragon Teeth is pretty much our most powerful technique right now. I'll cover like techniques in another video sometimes, but suffice to say, since it's early in the game, it's probably one of our strongest techniques. So far, at least. Well, there he goes again. My Rabbite is really good at drawing fire. I like him. I'm a monster. I think this quest was meant to be done if you had another town placed and you could buy more equipment. Because I'm still doing this with starter gear, so I'd imagine they were expecting you to have at least iron or silver gear at least. Well, there goes Rabbite. Revenge! Oh no, I missed. No revenge. Most fights in this game are manageable if you know what you're doing. Like right there, I pretty much chained 4 heavy attacks into another basic attack string into more heavy attacks. That's what happens when you know how the combat system of this game works. And take out that last sliver of health. And the Gorgon's down. I'm gonna steal all the EXP because my pet is dumb. Poor guy. He just tries so hard. What's going on here? I don't think a man ladder will work. That's even worse. Even my Rabbite is disappointed at the events that just happened. Oh man, little cactus, today has been a weird day. Yep. Penguin statues. Verily. I'll see you guys next time.